let's see what I can remember. Okay, so step 1, remember your own accent. All right, we're getting there. Anyways, so I was on the ground a lot.
I thought you had a Western accent.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Wait,
Is
yeah, I
it
do.
Cockney?
I thought
No,
Djeihl-ohh
it's
would have
it's
a I
Hoser.
thought, I thought
Hold on,
Djeihl-ohh would have
wait.
a Midwest accent.
Hold on, we're gonna find it. There we go. We found it. Had to just transport myself back into the wilds of Texas. Anyways, so last session we got to we almost died. Well, I almost died. And then we got to the planet and then went to a bar, met some cool people, and then went into an alleyway and I almost died again. Um Now we're on a ship and I almost died again just from taking a glance at that individual who really I think wants to kill me anyways, but like now I guess we might owe them money or something. I don't know. I'm not quite
Yeah,
sure what exactly is going on here,
10
but
10,000 gold pieces is what is owed.
that seems a little high seeing as I had it written down that it's 3,000. So try again.
10,000.
3,000.
Continue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And our gift friend went inside to. Oh yeah, that's right. They needed a pilot. We had a pretty good dispute bargaining session, or at least Raddish did. Now Raddish is pilot, and now we're headed somewhere to do
Yeah,
something.
that's
That's about it.
about it. um, let's see, where are we? I believe Fel said last time that you all had time for a short rest to gather yourselves while they figured out their.
Hello.
Hello. I've just come from talking to your new traveling companion, Raddish, and it would seem that she was in not a great mood or spirit to be regaled by all of my wonderful trying times of dareward dashiness as others suffered around me, and I lifted them up by their bootstraps and helped them succeed where others could not.
Yeah, I can imagine how that's a
So I've come
conversation.
so now I've come to tell you all of those things.
Oh, goody.
You know,
Uh,
it was a long time ago. I'd say 3 or 4 months ago. Many, many, many drinks. I heard of some folks who were in Doom Space. You've heard of Doom Space, obviously, because you're a well-traveled man, I can tell, just by looking
oh,
at you.
yeah, 100%. I'm very well traveled.
I am also well-traveled. There was this one lass. Anyways, um, Doomspace, yes. There's a coalition of folk who are building up an army of sorts, mostly ragtag, but definitely has the numbers, and they are out there to slay the Zargian Empire and save planets, much like yours. And that, I think, is where we should go. But I don't know how to get there.
They don't have
Um,
like a flyer or something with their headquarters listed.
No, but I do happen to know of a insane wizard who has a massive telescope and loves to just chart the stars. That's her whole thing. So I think we should make course for her port. You know what I mean. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. And she should be able to help us find our way.
So we're trying to find a mad wizard that has a ginormous telescope that makes you see stars?
That's the one.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, so it should take about 2 days for us to reach her. So plenty of time to cavort with the other crew aboard the ship and imbibe and get a good regaling or two from me, of course.
Yippee! That sounds great. All
Cool.
right.
Well, I'm gonna go try to tidy up some business with Fel. I'll leave you to it, so to speak.
Sounds good. I think. I think it's time to explore a little bit. I don't know that I want to be in the deck in case we get ambushed again. So I'm going to go downstairs. This one. Oh, that went. I think I went up. I don't know.
You went down.
Damn. Oh, fancy stairs. Is there like a. What do I see?
Um, so you enter just a large room that seems to be kind of a holding area. Not for criminals, of course, but just there's just odds and ends, couple bookshelves, random curtains covering portholes that are filled in, so you can't see outside of.
Neat. I think it's time for Jello to find a corner and take a nap. Do these doors have like signage or
Okay.
anything? I mean, there are signs
Oh,
on the other ship.
yeah. So the door just north of you seems to be the mess hall
Mm.
for eating and such. The door just to the lower side of the deck from you is a kitchen of sorts with a full bar. And then at the end of the hall, there appears to be a series of rooms, and at the very end of the hall, it says cargo hold,
Ooh.
cargo hold A, rather. And then you do see flights going up and down on either side of the hallway.
Wow, this ship's a little bit bigger than the last. Snackage time. Uh-huh. Oh, good lord. Hello.
Hello? You
Is
looking for food?
Yeah, is there something got like chicken scraps or
Oh, there's a ton of bones. We don't like to make waste, so we save all of the bones in that barrel over there.
woohoo? Don't mind if I do. Thank you so much. And he's just gonna kind of like grab a bunch and plorp them in. Yep. I'm Jello, by the way.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. I'm NPC1.
That's a delightful name. You been on the ship long?
I joined Fell's crew under the promise of much coin to be had.
And has that held true so far?
I mean, there's been coin. I wouldn't go as far as much coin, but there's been coin.
Oh, that's good. At least you're getting something.
Yes.
Any neat, cool places on this here boat?
I have a cabin, and I hang out a lot of my time here in the pantry.
All right. Everybody's got to have a hobby. Anyways, I'm going to continue exploring. I'll let you go. You have a good time in here. Bye. Closes the door. Storage. Bonk. Oh,
Hello there.
not gonna
Have you
lie.
come to store things, yes? Hand me the store.
All right. And he just kind of hands him a chicken bone.
Ah, store. Cat. Let's put it in the chicken bone, you say? Chicken bone. Yes, chicken bone crate over here. I'll mark it with a C and a B so I know that it's chicken bones in this crate going forward. And I'll put a sign next to it. And the sign will say chicken bones. And then I'll know that chicken bones go in just this crate here. Thank you.
No problem. Slowly closes the door. Okay. Are these like hammocks?
Yeah, they're like hammocks.
Ooh, a bed.
That one's a bed. It seems more important than the rest.
Oh, hello.
Oh, telepathically said, "Greetings. May I be of service?" Oh, blue one.
And in Great Thirteen. No, I'm just kind of exploring.
Oh, a native tongue. Very much.
Yep, sorry to interrupt your evening. I'm just kind of getting the lay of the land here.
If you see a female, send her our way.
I'll let her know you're here.
Ah, new information. There's a female presence.
Whoops. To the downs.
Ah, just who I was looking to see. Why don't you come in here,
Oh.
Mr. Djeihl-ohh?
All right. Well, I mean, I guess.
I wished to have said this on top deck, but I just couldn't bring myself to shame you so in front of your traveling colleagues. But I have never seen a more disheveled individual with a terrible taste in fashion. Let me dress you.
I'm sorry.
You're an adventurer, Mr. Djeihl-ohh. It is your duty to look your utmost best
I
so you
think I
can
look
make the
great.
most money and swindle the most people. So we need to get you in something a little more fine.
What's wrong with my jacket?
Yes, I'm sure it has great sentimental value. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. It's just very tacky on such a fine, trim figure you cut. I
Oh,
insist. Find one of our crew boys. The Lesser Joe, I think his name was. He should know where the fabric is, and I can cut you something a little bit better for your build. Carry on. He waves his hand dismissively.
I feel so insulted. I think I look good. Ah, I'll look taking a nap. How adorable.
Who's there?
Ah,
Who goes there?
oh, hey.
What are you doing on this ship?
Traveling? What are you doing on this ship?
I'll work with this crew.
All right.
What are you doing on this ship?
We
Oh, wait,
are
you-
headed to a strapped up wizard.
Ah, okay. Right. Name's Joe.
Oh, hey.
Call me, some call me Migh'ee Joe.
Nice. So are you the one that I'm supposed to talk to about fabric or some shit?
I got to assign those duties again. Nah, listen, mate. You don't understand that. I'm not for the, the fancy-tancy fabric kind. I'm for the fighting kind, right? All right, fine. You want fabric? Fine.
Well, I mean, not really, but
All
see,
right,
that
well,
fashionista Hidozi over there says that I need to look better for my figure. Well, here's the thing: my figure changes, so it really don't matter what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside that counts, like these chicken bones.
right. Okay. I don't think I've come across many of your kind before.
I mean,
Even though, you're kind of, known throughout the wild space and such like that and everywhere else, but I don't think I've ever even met a. What are you?
I'm a plasmoid.
Plasmoid, right. And what was your name?
The name's Djeihl-ohh. It's nice to meet you, Mighty.
You can call me Joe. It's fine.
All right, nice to meet you, Joe. Seeing as this is
Nice to
my
meet
first
you.
day on this ship, I'm just kind of exploring around. Anything cool to
Ah,
look for?
well, it's just your basic, like, ship with all your guns and your cargo and stuff like that, nothing too, I guess, fancy or out of the ordinary you might find on a big ship like this.
Got one of them dingle hoppers, launching them
What
big
now?
old arrows out into the space. Last ship had a dingle
Yeah,
hopper.
yes. Uh,
Neat.
do you do you fight much, Jello?
Well, I've been fighting a little bit more than I would normally.
Hmm.
I suppose if you look at it objectively, I have been in fights for a while. Whether or not I have been an active participant, we're getting there.
Hmm. Not really the fighting type, then, are you?
I'm more of a slash from the shadows kind of guy, but it's been a
All
bit
right, all
been a
right.
bit tough here because there's not a whole lot of places to hide on top of a ship or on an empty street or on a dock.
Oh, you just got to improvise, mate. You got to think on your feet there.
No, I've been trying. I've been pondering some other, like, what do they call that? Strategizing. That's what I've been doing. I've been thinking about the next fight and what I could do differently.
Oh, you're doing a little bit of strategery. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Right. Well, probably for me to keep you from your exploring, I might as well get up, maybe go up topside, maybe.
Yep. I don't know. Might go see what Gott'jah's doing. It's kind of lonely walking around by oneself. You won't come with?
Ah, sure, why not? I'm heading that way anyway.
Woohoo! Wah. Just gonna kind of like elbow, like thumb down to this door over here. I think these guys are a little bit weird.
Yeah, the whole time I've been traveling with them, yeah, they're a bit weird. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No, I haven't been in here. He's gonna like dumpy wave to Raddish.
Flying the ship. I'm Raddish, flying the ship.
Let me through.
Curse you,
Come on.
door.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, looks like we're having a little bit of a meeting up here.
Hushed whisper, hushed whisper, hushed whisper. Whisper, whisper.
Rutabaga, rutabaga, rutabaga.
Loudly. And that is how I scored my 7th wife.
Oh, he's just chatting. All right. Oh, hey, gotcha. I'm gonna let you know that there are a couple of male Thracreen downstairs. Might want to steer clear. They seem a little cagey.
Throw them out the back of the ship.
Well, you see, they're a lot bigger than me. And I'm not very big on the whole, like, I don't know that I can lift them. Oh,
I
but
mean, I
maybe.
could try. I could try. I mean, how tall are Thracreen usually out of character?
I
Like,
mean, I'm
Between
6'6".
6 and 7.
Okay. It's gonna take a little bit of help.
And who is the new friend,
Oh.
Joe?
This here's Joe. Migh'ee Joe.
Pleasure to meet you.
Puts out one of 4 hands. I am
Takes out.
Gott'jah.
Pleasure to meet you, Gott'jah. And you see this like gorilla-looking hand like take one of your 4 and shake it.
I'll give you the bigger one for ease of access.
So yeah, before you is a gorilla Hodozi, pretty young looking, about 6 foot. He's got like Jack Sparrow braids and beads, kind of about with his red bandana. Yeah, he's got some. Yeah, he's got like some couple of tattoos, one on each arm. Yeah,
Oh, there
he
it
may
is.
he may look mean, but he can. He looks like he can kill you, but is kind of a cinnamon roll.
Ah. And before you, you see a 6'6" insectoid, with mottled brown black shell with like patchy areas of green. They have some pretty big antenna and a little tiny mohawk of bristles that go down the back of their head. They're rangery. They got spears and hatchets and shit on them.
Mm.
Are you?
Oh, yeah, you. You over there across the deck. Did you get the fabric?
Mate, he don't need no fabric. He looks fine the way he is. Just leave him alone, mate. Not everybody that comes on here needs to look so fancy dancy, you know?
Well, I mean, I did you all right.
Look, these are from me own, right? These are from me own closet, okay? These came from me own.
Nope, I'm taking all credit for that. That looks like something I would have assembled.
Yeah, all right, whatever, okay. Yeah, just ignore him. He thinks everybody needs to look high fashion when we're on a bloody ship like this.
Maybe by tomorrow he'll forget.
Oh,
Or
mate,
I bet you I could convince him that he made this. I don't know.
You want? I mean, I'd like to see that. Not gonna lie.
Maybe in a couple of days, once the sea fever dreams happen. I don't know. Space, scurvy, spurvy.
Oh yeah, Watch out for that, mate. It's not good. It's not good for you.
You know, I don't even know if I can absorb vitamin C.
Do those chicken bones dissolve at all inside you, or do they
Oh,
just
oh
float?
yeah.
Oh, they.
Can't you see him going? And it's
Mm,
kind of like a weird lava lamp, like in his chest.
okay.
Yeah, some bigger bones take longer, of course, but
Mm.
you see, these ones are going down quite fine because I think they were used for a broth.
Yeah, yeah, we use bones for a lot of
Very
stuff and stuff.
delicious.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, if there's man, I just kind of wonder what they're whispering about. Oh,
Ah,
hello.
all right. We are all done with private secret stuff. Mostly the tale of my 7 wives. May they rest in peace once they die, hopefully soon.
Is the wizard one of them?
Oh no, I've never met her. I've just heard tale of her.
Oh,
She has quite the reputation, you see. I know where she lives for reasons.
yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Let's just say she's not the only one obsessed with spyglasses. Am I right? Am I right?
I don't know how to quite feel about you, but yes.
Anywho, I do think that meeting her and finding our way to Doom Space will, well, things should turn out differently this time. You know what I mean? Like,
So,
we can save your planet as opposed to the many others we couldn't. Thumbs up. Finger gun.
yeah, that sounds good. For the for the uninitiated that might be around us, wink wonk. What's Doomspace?
It's just another wild space. Like, we're currently in a wild space, the same one
Ah,
where
okay.
your planet is currently being attacked by the
Yeah,
Rodian
yeah, yeah.
Empire, and we're just
Mm.
gonna go to a different one, and to get to there, we have to
Oh,
go
yeah, yeah.
into
Yeah, that tracks. That makes
Eden.
100% sense. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
good. Glad to know
No, I
we're
mean,
all on the same page here.
no, I mean, I've heard of Doom. I think I've heard of Doom Space from my dad a couple times. Yeah, but yeah, I'm ready to kick Zoxy's butt. Right,
Right,
I'm
right.
ready to take him down.
So why don't you go take a much needed rest? Because you look like you have gone down many times since your last rest, my friend.
That I have, but you see, it's through the support of friends that I'm still with us today.
It is
But
through the
a nap does sound
magic of
good.
friendship. Friendship is magic.
That's what I hear. So, where are we
Uh-huh.
supposed to birth out?
Pardon.
Where's the beds?
I would just go pick a hammock that's empty. I think that well, it depends on who's crewing where, but the very bottom, kind of near the cargo storage, there should be extra hammocks.
Yeah, where I was sleeping.
Oh, oh yeah,
We
that
call that
makes sense.
the spare hammock room. Has a nice ring to it.
Yeah, just take one of the hammocks down there where you found me. So you know, it'll be fun.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, nap time.
Nap time for you,
Well,
mate. Yes, you look like
I'm
you need it.
gonna go confer with the tree about our headache.
All right, you do that.
Ugh. It is at this point that the lot of you are able to get a long rest, fully undisturbed from
Woohoo.
interaction and interruption. And really regain your composure in yourselves.
Yay.
Huzzah.
The following morning passes, very much similar to the eve of your sleep, with Commodore Crux trying to regale you with stories of his sexploits
Hmm.
and tales of his daring good that he's done and his countless travels. Most of which end in sadness, betrayal, and inability to land the killing blow, so to say, which is, as you gather through the many stories he shares, probably the reason he finds himself in drink more than he doesn't.
Have you ever thought of just being less empathetic to the people you're trying to defend yourself against?
Absolutely not. Take, for instance, if you had come to me saying, boo-hoo, woe is me, my sad sob story, and I said, that's too bad, young man, you'll have to figure it out yourself, then what would you be doing?
Okay, yeah, touche. You got me there.
It's a very beautiful time of the awakeness we have. It's so hard to say if it's day or night with the lack of a sun in the solar system we're in, but it's light from the stars, it's daytime or something.
Yeah, that is
Hark!
true. The
What is
passage
that
of
I see in
time
the
is a little bit
distance?
odd.
Why, it looks like a massive jellyfish approaching.
Wow, so it does.
Ah,
Commander, that is not in fact a jellyfish. Was just coming to warn you that it came up on our scanners. That is an aesthetic.
It's an aesthetic.
Yes, an aesthetic.
is
I
that
mean, it
literally
looks
what it's
pretty
called?
good.
Not an aesthetic, an aesthetic.
Right, okay, sure. It looks nice.
It appears to be closing in.
Are we supposed to be scared of this?
I
Should I be
imagine
scared of
so.
this?
So as it gets closer, we'll say 500 feet away, you can tell that it's being propelled forward by large tentacles and a jet stream.
They're called flagellum.
By large flagellum and a
There we
jet stream.
go. All right. Well, that's it's actually really pretty. It reminds me of home, kind of. It looks a bit gelatinous. Should we be getting the doohickeys ready? The dingle hopper?
I am going to go man the dingle hopper.
I will help. Because that's like a 2-3 person thing, I think.
It
It's at
is.
least two.
Yeah, 2-person thing. I'll help.
Alrighty then.
It continues to close, and at 250 feet, it begins to attack with its tentacles. It says right here in the book, tentacles, against the sides of the ship that you're standing aboard.
Ayo. Ho. Does it sound like one might need to roll an initiative?
A magical doorway appears on the main deck of the ship near you. A flamboyantly dressed figure steps through it, brandishing a trident, and the doorway closes behind them.
Eh?
What?
Sorry, Fel can't be on the deck for this.
That's
Sparkling light surrounds the figure. Heading to Topola's Tower, are we? I don't think so. My friends in the Zarzian Empire don't want you meddling in their affairs. But forgive me, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Hustain. When the elves came looking for a suitable world to nourish the dying star, I suggested yours. It isn't every day I get to witness the destruction of a planet. I promise it will end beautifully, even if you're not alive to see it. And then you can roll.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
Which set of dice is
Okay.
gonna fuck me over today?
All of them.
I trust that one. Let's go with these ones. Well, I mean, that's still a 6. I'm starting to think that the world just hates Jello.
You said it was a 6 for your initiative?
Yep.
Thump, 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 thump. Guys, you'll never believe what was on the scan. Oh.
I think I might. There were hints.
Migh'ee Joe gets to go first.
Okay. So for the mangonel, it's a plus what to
So the manga now will let's see. Hang on one sec. It actually requires 3, so I'm gonna bump Commodore up with you.
okay.
It takes an action to load the ballista, 1 action to aim it, and 1 action to fire it. You get a +6 to hit, and you have a range of up to 480 feet. The opposing ship is 250 feet away, and it does 16 piercing damage or 3d10, depending on whether you wish to roll or take the average.
I could fire the mangonel since
You would have already prepared it for the fire, so you'll still have to take your move action to aim it, and then you can take your action to fire, so you can get an action off. I suppose with all 3 of you taking actions,
yeah,
I
because
didn't
one
roll.
can load, one
I'll roll them into initiative on the same spot as you, so you can do all things in 1 turn.
okay. So either Flink can load, the other Hadozi can aim, and then I can fire, or something.
So Flinch will load. You can aim, and Commodore will fire. That way, you'll be rolling the hit.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so that's a +6 to hit, or yes. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Da-da. 18 + 6, that's 24.
Yep.
So that
That'll hit
hits.
it.
Okay,
And then
and
it's the
other
median
6.
damage is 16, or you can choose to throw 3d10 instead, and then take that number.
Let's try. We'll do the 3d10 first. Just get a feel for that. 25. Damage.
Doing math. Doing math. All right. You do manage to launch a large bolt right into it. You see a few people shoot out of the massive air pocket into the space. screaming, you imagine, into the void around the ship. They do get trapped in the gravity well of the ship and are now just kind of floating outward towards the air bubble. Marvelous. Next up is going to be Hussein. I need his character. There we go. Melee or ranged? Straight into it. Going straight for Raddish. With a trident. Dirty 20, which will hit. For 10 piercing damage. Plus 6 force. 16 damage. All right, and then at the end of their turn, he's going to summon a duplicate of himself, which is all of the same exact appearances of himself, except that it has no face, and its face appears like that of a clay golem. And that is his turn ending. And then the clay golem will take the next action. It'll go for that which is nearest, which is Gott'jah. And we'll try to slam with its fist into Gott'jah with it's a 25 to hit
Yep.
for 8 bludgeoning damage. Are you a creature?
Humanoid.
So yes. Make a con saving throw. 7 would be a fail. So until your next long rest, you cannot regain HP above your current, because that is now your current max. Raddish's turn. Raddish sees that they are in pain themselves. Going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. Spell, healing for 13 health. And they are going to move to create a bonus for their ally. Djeihl-ohh, you're up.
All right.
Djeihl-ohh,
Yep.
you?
Sorry. Let's see here. This is a higher level. Like, this goes up, correct?
Yep, to the upper deck.
And the upper deck is here.
Yep, behind the tree ant.
I would like to disengage, haha, and go up. And I would like to. Well, I can't do it yet, but because the disengage was my action.
You don't have a cunning action or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I do. I would like to use my cunning action to hide within the tree. Do I have cunning action? I should.
I'm just checking your sheet to make sure.
Yeah. So I use
Spending
the
action on your
disengage
turn
as
using
my
bonus action.
bonus. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So I have disengaged.
For free.
And I
And
have
move.
gone up here.
So you still have an action.
Yep.
So you're gonna hide as your action, you said?
Yes. I'm gonna hide for my action.
Alright. That would bring us to Gott'jah.
Mm. Mm. I'm gonna equip a handy axe and a pistol. It's my thingamabobber. And then cast Hunter's Mark on. Yeah, this guy, I guess, because he hit me.
Okay.
Give me the fucking spell, you dingus. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 force damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack roll.
Okay. And it's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. For other people. Oh, they're all over there. Oh, they're all up there. I guess I can. Spells. Where am I at? Who am I? Yeah, I'll just hit this thing with a semi-automatic pistol, I guess.
Okay.
14.
That does not hit.
Of course it doesn't.
You shoot your automatic pistol like a stormtrooper.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
And then that'll bring us top of the round with the aesthetic. The aesthetic targets the living ship you're aboard with a loud screaming sound. Which is going, it's a loud screaming you can hear just echoing and reverberating around the different surfaces of the ship, bouncing in every direction. It doesn't impact any of the players, however, it will impact Raddish because she can tell that the helm is being attacked. And that's what you need to steer the ship. So she is going to psychically try to block the damage by making a charisma saving throw, which she fails. Uh, Oofda. Which will result in her taking 42 damage psychic.
Jesus.
So she's unconscious now.
Oh my god.
And the spell jamming helm has been disabled for 13 days.
Oh my.
And then it's Migh'ee Joe and the two others' turn.
Okay. Loading, aiming, firing. Let's go. A 12 is not going to hit, probably. Because I rolled a 6 on the die.
No, it will not.
Alright. That's my turn.
Then it is Hastain's turn. Going in on Gott'jah with a trident hit. It's a nat 20 for 18 piercing damage and 6 force damage. 24 combined total.
Good lord.
And then it will be the clay golem copy's turn, who's going to try to slam Gott'jah, rolling with advantage because they're flanking. The higher number being a 16. Does that hit?
It meets.
Then it does not hit. Raddish is next. Death saving throw. That's a fail. Djeihl-ohh.
All right. From my hidden position. I would like to shoot the man with my laser pistol. Specifically, this motherfucker right here.
Yep.
Fantastic. That is a 24.
Oh, that'll hit.
And I will be adding my sneak attack to that. And I do have... Is that a bonus action? Well, the sneak attack is a... Sneak attack is just a thing. It's not like it
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
take
just-
an
it's
action.
you-
Okay.
No.
Because then I will...
Like, sneak attack is the type of attack. It's just
Yeah, okay.
it's like flour and you just mix it.
Yeah, but the sneak attack does extra damage.
Yes.
So I will sneakily attack him with my laser for 24.
But beautiful.
Okay, let me get some d6s here. That's a d8. That's 2 of
Good
those.
Good grip.
1, 2, 3 more. All right. Okay. 20 radiant damage.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Kaplow.
Let's go.
And I mean, I will not be moving, and therefore I will have Vex. If you hit a creature with a laser pistol and deal damage to it, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn.
Cool. Be Gott'jah.
You are... There we go.
Aware. Disengage, I guess. I don't actually know how it works.
So it disengages an action, but it allows you to move freely without opportunity attack.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, sure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's my
Oh,
turn.
okay. Aesthetic. Aesthetic moves in the remaining distance and begins bombarding the side of the ship, which has an armor class of 15 as it is made of wood. Makes 2 attacks plus, I guess that's a 24 and a 15 to hit. The 15 will match, and the 24 will hit. And that'll do 17 damage to the living ship. And then it'll be Mighty Joe and the other 2.
All right. Rock'em sock'em robots. Let's go. Hit there. 6. Does an 18 hit?
And 18 does hit.
Okay, cool. We shall try again with the 3d10. See what we get. For 14 damage.
Jane's turn. Castane's turn, who does not bother anything with the tree person who's above him, and goes straight swinging for Mighty Joe. My ship! My beautiful ship!
Yeah, what you gonna do about me? Fuck off!
See with his trident with an 18 to hit
Yep, that hits.
for 9 piercing damage
Okay.
plus 3 force damage.
So 12.
Yes.
Okay.
And the clay golem going to chase you up the stairs. Gotcha. Is going to try to slam you again. I'm so horrendously sorry. It rolled a nat 20.
Okay, I'm into saving throws.
Raddish makes their death saving throw. Djeihl-ohh, you're up.
All right. Excuse me, Mr. Bringlins, I gotta read. Well, don't have much good. But what I can do is, let's see. I'm gonna Do I shoot the golem? Do I shoot the guy? The guy controls the golem. So I'll shoot the guy. That's a 23.
Yeah, that'll do.
And I'm going to use my sneak attack there. No. Oh, these are good numbers. $30 damage.
Okay. Beautiful.
30,
Kablap!
30.
Yes.
Rogues, baby.
Gotcha.
Success.
Aesthetic does 2 tentacle attack on the ship you're on with a 26 and a 13 to hit. 26 will hit. 17 damage. Mighty Joe, before you
Okay.
take your action, Commodore Crux is chicken shit. He's going to disengage
Okay.
and flee.
Okay. Alright.
Flinch is going to quickly disengage with his racial bonus action, Nimble Escape, for as a bonus action. So disengage. He's going to run. As he's running, he's going to cast Healing Word on Gott'jah, healing her for 4 HP. And then it'll be your turn, Mighty.
Okay. I have options. Okay. I have so many options. Okay. Okay. So I'm new to the Battle Master in this setting. I want to try a disarming attack. Spending a superiority die. So do I do a normal? Do I roll to hit normally? Or how does that work? When I hit a creature with an attack roll, I can expend 1 superiority die to attempt to disarm the target. Add the superiority die roll to the attack's damage roll. Okay. Target must succeed on a strength saving throw or drop 1 object of your choice that it's holding. The object landing in its space. Okay. So I make the attack roll if it hits. And if it does, I can expend it. Okay. So I'm going to pull out one of my scimitars and attempt to make a hit. The 21 to hit?
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, then I will expend 1 superiority die to do a disarmament attack. I think I click on the 1d8. Strength saving throw of 13. This is an attempt, so if
You know, if you
have
moved
to-
1 step to the left there, you'd have advantage.
That'll be a 14 on the dice. Or a 14
Okay.
total. Sorry.
Okay, so he doesn't drop. He doesn't drop. Okay. So then I think it's just normal damage then. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, then that's just that. So then 9 damage.
Marva.
Okay, so expended 1 die. Okay.
He retaliates with his trident against you
Okay.
with a 23 to hit
Yeah, that'll hit. Jeez, not even close.
for 5. Oh my, this screen is so tiny to make it bigger. Sorry. One sec. For 5 piercing damage
Mm-hmm.
plus 6 force damage, and
11.
follows that by casting Chromatic Bolt on you, doing fire damage with a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that
Good
hits.
God.
And it will do.
This is my
It'll
first.
do this much damage to you. 17.
Yeah, I'm down.
Play Golem's turn.
This is my first session back with you guys, and you're starting to kill us.
It's been like this the whole time.
Oh my god.
Play Golem goes for Gott'jah because it cannot see anything else. With an 18 to hit. Doing 18 bludgeoning damage.
I'm back down again.
Raddish makes another death saving throw.
What a time to be back, guys.
Jello.
Can I garner how both of these two chucklefucks look?
Hestein looks like he's bleeding from a lot of places and is putting on a tough, arrogant air, and his counterpart is pristine.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him again then. That's a 21.
All right.
And I want to use my sneak attack. $23 damage.
You just pull up your character sheet. I just want to double check. I'm sure you're using sneak attack correctly.
Well, because the laser pistol is 3d6, and then sneak attack adds 2 more d6.
No, not the damage. To use it, you have to have advantage on the attack, or an ally
And
has
I'm
to do 5 feet.
hidden. Being hidden gives you
Right,
advantage.
Right. Well, 23 damage will actually kill him.
Oh, thank
Does the golem go down too?
Let me look up the answer for that.
Oh my god, I had a Hadozi dodge. Oh my god. Anyway,
Yeah, you do.
yeah.
Hadozi are basically like monks as like a racial ability. Kind of cool.
Yeah, I need to get more familiar with Hadozi. Okay. I'm also kind of cooked up on cold medicine, so things are slipping.
There isn't a fine-tune answer by Ra. I'm gonna say I'm gonna rule it as the spell lasts until the duration. The caster dies, the duration would end at the spell's end, but what's the duration of that spell? Let's see. Let me just look up the summon spell. One second.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's a concentration spell, that would be ended when he dies. It is concentration, so he would die as well, or cease to exist, rather. which would take you out of initiative.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
anyone dying
great.
would stabilize.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my. I almost want to use all 3 of my second wins. Get my back up.
The tentacle grabs the corpse of Hussein and disengages, rapidly fleeing, his body dangling, and their air pockets doing a good amount of leaking as they leave
Is
behind any who had fallen.
is this
the
thing
top
still
floor.
loaded and ready to shoot?
Oh, absolutely.
I would like to take a pot shot.
I mean, it's not loaded. I'm sorry, because they
Oh.
disengaged and left, so it would actually not be loaded, and you would need 3 people to do the thing.
Yeah.
I misspoke. I apologize.
Okay, never mind then.
Do I just type 1 for healing? Anyway.
Yeah, are you guys okay?
Never better, mate.
Good lord. Well, at least this time I wasn't. I mean, like, I'm glad we all lived, but
All right, I just got done patching up
You got-
Raddish and sending her back to the helm.
you got any potions and whatnot, or more spells or something?
Yes, I used my singular last spell, because I was being a little show off earlier and with Commodore Crux and used way more spells than I should have, for how dangerous it is out here. That is my bad, as they would say. But I do have these healing potions of lesser healing that heal you for 1d4 flat
Better than nothing.
that you can each have one of.
Thanks, Flinch. I appreciate that, mate.
And I'm gonna give mine to Gott'jah.
But what is really fascinating is how all of you look like you could use new clothes after this encounter.
Good lord,
Flinch,
you are
I'll
upset.
go-
Wait, no, leave
I'll go
it,
whip
right?
something. I'll see you soon.
Flinch, mate. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
what a
there we go.
weirdo.
All right. Yeah, tell me about it. I've been on this ship with him for God knows how long. Yeah, he's a bit strange, that one.
Fashion
Oh, look,
designer.
you're all
range.
okay. Thank goodness.
I feel
I
like okay is
contributed very well
relative.
as well.
Okay is a
Privilege of-
relative term.
You little. Listen, if you weren't the one running this ship, I would run my mouth at you, but I won't because I'm respectful of you for your status. But grow a spine, mate. God.
Someone had to make sure that we could live to tell the tale about your daring adventure. Now I have an entirely new story to regale people about how I single-handedly destroyed an astral elf and made an aesthetic flea.
Go take this. Fine, whatever.
But in all seriousness, we can't control the ship. We're just drifting aimlessly. I believe it'll take at least 13 days before we can regain control of the ship.
Anybody? 13 days. Jesus, that's right. Okay, well.
You've won the victory, but at what cost? You're stranded on a ship without a functional spelljamming helm, adrift in the vast ocean of Wildsay.
Right, well.
Oof.
How many D4s was the healing potion? 1 or 2?
1.
Okay, thank you.
Well, settle in, you lot. Be here. All right. This is the really fun part of the night that all of you must really enjoy and have looked forward to secretly, because at this point, before we can go any further, I have to take my dog out and you all have to level up.
All right, fantastic. What's going to be minutes for us is seconds for you. We'll be back. And we're back.
And as soon as Commodore Crux says, "Settle in, everyone, we could be here for a while," you all have time to spend on a short rest before, in the distance, Commodore Crux points and yells, "Ah, Kindori!" Pointing beyond space.
Ooh,
Oh,
well, those are pretty.
I usually, yeah, space whales.
Look at him floating, just swimming through space.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, Jello.
Yeah.
We have all this rope.
Oh yeah,
We
we
have
don't
all
have
this.
an engine. We should catch one of them.
It's the coolest thing. Do you have a light on? A candle, a flashlight, something to create a light. A spell, perhaps?
No, I don't think so. Do you?
I do not, but I had traveled with someone in the past who could create light, and as soon as saying create light, Raddish runs out on deck. "I can create light. I can cast the light cantrip."
I'm gonna tell Raddish that your impersonation is spot on.
Shallow, Kira, give me your hand. You have to see this. It's the coolest thing.
Okay.
Um, as soon as you produce your hand, she casts light on your hand. So now it's just emanating a bright light radiating from your hand.
I'm like Space Jesus.
Yes, you're just like him.
Speezus.
Oh,
Crux encourages you to flash the light and wave it to get the attention of the Kandori pod.
Hey, space whales. What you
Waving
doing?
will cause two of the Kandori to break off the pod and approach the ship curiously to see what the light is.
Lasso.
All right, roll an athletics check.
can I give the help action?
Sure.
I will
Add
give help.
1d4 to their roll,
I
which
I
the helper
meant
can
I
roll.
meant somebody else. Maybe should lasso
Oh.
them.
Athletics? Athletics check?
Oh, it can't be me. Raddish speaking, of course. I am terrible at athletics.
I can give it a shot. Okay. A 22 for athletics.
22 will allow you to lasso that there, the closest Kandori.
Hey. I got it! I
Great.
got it!
Great. Now that you've got it, we need to steer it that away. How's your animal handling? Why don't you make a check?
Not great, because it's a flat roll.
I mean, I might be able to do the hand.
No!
I might be able to do the handling. Here, let me speak to it mano y mano. Are these creatures intelligent?
Let me find out. No.
Never mind, that what worked out. But I do have animal handling, and I would like to handle these animals using my fantastic arm. That is a 15.
That'll succeed just barely.
Woohoo!
You're able to control and steer the large Kindori, which slowly begins to continue on its way, pulling you in the direction you're aiming that Crux is guiding you to. You'll be able to reach Topola's tower in about 72 hours of travel.
Woohoo! Not bad.
Better than waiting 13 days out here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, no kidding.
The Kindori is easily transferred between the lot of you, so you can each take turns resting and recuperating as you steer towards Topola's tower. 3 days come and go pretty uneventfully. You see all sorts of cosmic beauty, stars, nebulas, a large black hole in the distance, which you steer clear of for fear of being sucked in and teleported to an unknown location across wild spaces. A crooked tower perches atop a small asteroid, surrounded by a cloud of twinkling cosmic dust. Through his spyglass, Crux examines the rock upon which the tower stands and a decrepit wooden pier that juts from one side. "Mr. Finch," he says, "ready the jolly." It just so happens, Djeihl-ohh, we have 2 jolly boats for just such an occasion. If you can see, here, it holds a spyglass up to you, that wooden pier does not look like we can maneuver up to the Kindori up to not damage both our ship and that island. What say you?
I think taking a jolly boat out probably be a good idea.
Release the Kindori.
Well, I mean,
Let go.
if we bye, never mind.
Right.
There went our engine.
That's
Hopefully,
okay. Topola will help, and we have all of the hands below deck who can work on the upgrades we'll need to continue on our way. It looks like we're about 180 feet from the dock, which should be just fine for this small 4-person jolly boat to row across the vast unknown space of openness safely to that harbor 180 feet away.
all right.
Roll. Roll.
I mean, technically speaking, I think we could all fit in that boat.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to. We probably shouldn't leave everybody on the boat without an emergency boat. You know, we could probably just take the one. Because
Yeah,
I
not
mean,
the.
I don't take up
Yeah.
a lot of space. In fact, you can even like just kind of drag
you
me
could
behind if you need.
Well, I was gonna say. I mean, you could sit on one of your other friends' lap.
I could do that. You know, if I sit in Gotcha's lap, then I get a little bit of a seatbelt too. If Gotcha gives me a little bit of a hug.
Yeah, I believe the 4 of you should be quite capable of getting there on. I'll
Guys,
stay here and command your vessel best I can and
what?
oversee the repairs to make sure that when you get back, we're ready to set sail.
You're not coming aboard, Commodore, to talk to Topola, since you're the one who brought us here in the first place.
Oh no, I cannot do that for reasons. So I will set you on the course that needs to be, and I will stay over here where I cannot be perceived.
Okay, whatever you say, Captain. Alright. Right. On the
Yep.
boat. On the jolly boat. Let's go.
It's boat time. Right. Where's the boat?
Wo ist das?
Or I suppose you just take us to the next map, I guess. Hey, look at that.
Map. Next map.
We own a dinghy. Nice. Well, towards the dock we go.
Yes, indeed. Rooney.
Aha, the boat moves, but you don't move simultaneously.
Whee!
Slipping through.
Well, this is quite the little island here. I mean, there's like
As you
nothing.
make your way onto the island, which appears to have nothing on it, you see scores of pelicans, mollymawks, and smaller birds nesting all over the asteroid, squawking as you approach atop the rickety dock. At the end of the dock, two gray shark-like creatures fight over the remains of a pelican. A woman with frayed robes and bare feet sits in a rocking chair at the base of the tower. Her face half hidden by a wide-brimmed hat that has blue jay perched on top of it. The woman leaps to her feet, brandishing a staff, and snarls, "Go on, get! Fire
Oh,
ray springs from her fingertip, frightening away the shark-like creatures.
Are you Topola?
Ah, welcome to my humble tower, kids.
We were sent, voluntold to come talk to you.
By whom?
Commodore Crooks, if you know him.
Ah, when a one restraining order doesn't do the trick, one ought to get two. Come inside, I'll put the tea on.
so that's why I
rock
couldn't come to shore.
Right.
And thank you for
okay.
playing tonight, you all. That's all I have prepared.
Yay.
All right. Mystery solved as to why I couldn't get on shore. That's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
That
All
is-
right.
That is pretty funny.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night.